These flooding reports, they extended from New Mexico to Texas to Illinois and even North Carolina. And we want to spend some time now in the Tar Heel state. It was Sunday night, and Tropical Depression Chantal was leading to the rise of area creeks and also rivers.
Yeah, one of those small creeks in North Carolina overflowing its banks and devastating portions of Burlington. This is a town just east of Greensboro, and the home you see here destroyed. It belongs to the Mumford family, who had only been there for 3 years with their 10-year-old daughter, 2 dogs, and 4 cats. The family, Chelsea, Mark, and their daughter, Honora, joining us this morning here on Weather Command. Just so heartbreaking to see what was once your home, where I'm sure you share hundreds, if not thousands of memories, and not much left of it. I mean, first talk to me, how is everybody doing in the wake of all of this? All of this, of course, playing out during the holiday weekend.
Right now, it's kind of like thinking through Jell-O. There's just so much going on and a lot of things that we're just trying to figure out in order to move forward.
Mark, can you walk us through the night? Because I know you guys ultimately evacuated, but from my understanding, there were several trips that you made back to rescue the animals. Is that right?
Yes, so we had noticed that the river, the creek had taken the bridge that we have. We have a service creek and a bridge you have to cross to get back in and out. And when it took the bridge, I tried to notice how fast the water was rising, and I went in to my wife and said, we should probably start packing. I got maybe one trip in up to my neighbor's house and came back, and the water started to take the house, and that's when we started to rescue the animals out of there.
It's not hard to make sure to rescue any animals, especially let alone cats, in a hurried situation. For perspective, too, you live near a creek. I was looking at Service Creek, which feeds into the Hall River, and what I'm looking at with your home is very high water up to the windows. When I think creek, I don't think anything that could potentially grow to that size. But for perspective, how is this creek normally?
Normally, the creek is pretty low to where you could walk in it and maybe not even get your feet wet. And in order for it to rise up, to take the bridge, it has to rise about 12 to 13 feet. And then after that, it rose another maybe 12 feet up after that. So
It had never ever gotten up to the door itself. And when it was 5.5 feet past the doorknob, that was probably the height of the water inside of the house and around.
My goodness. So, Chelsea, I guess it's safe to say, I mean, has anything been able to get salvaged?
I will say we probably lost about 98% of all of our belongings.
Wow. And what's tough is that, you know, I guess the question for you guys is, where do you go from here? I know your daughter, Honora, joining us now. And was Honora home at the time of all of this, when you guys were scrambling to get out?
She was not. Luckily, she was at my mother's house, which was very fortunate because everything in her room is gone.
Honora, have you been able to go back? What do you think of this?
It's very heartbroken because I had a lot of stuff that I wanted to save, but it's all gone, sadly.
Are you happy that you were at your grandma's house?
Not really.
You'd rather be apart, and you guys were able to evacuate safely, though. I think that it's good that the pets were all rescued.
Yeah. Yeah. Your pets are okay, Honora? You know, and Mark and Chelsea, you know, all of this happening during the 4th of July holiday, and this was in the wake of everything happening in Texas, right? I don't know if you were aware of what was happening in Texas, but we were also looking at this tropical storm, which eventually became a depression and brought all this rain towards you. I mean, it just was overall a really heavy weekend. And I hate to ask the question, could you imagine anything like this could happen to you? Because I don't think a lot of us do.
no, I don't really think anybody really prepares for disaster. Well, nobody really expects disaster to hit them. You know, we try to do our best to prepare, but water is just kind of one of those things you just kind of have to get out of the way.
Yeah. And before we let you guys go, is there a way that people can help seeing what you have to go through? Because I know from my understanding, you guys are living in temporary shelter right now. You have a place to put your head at night, so that's some good news. But I'm sure with 90% of the stuff gone, there's a way that people can help?
So we do have a GoFundMe and page going. We've also encouraged people to hit our Cash Apps. I'm also a local tattoo artist based in Burlington, so I've also asked people if they would like to just come simply book a tattoo with me, because it still supports my family and it also makes me feel more like I've worked for what I'm given.
Oh, you have our thoughts and our prayers, and we put up the GoFundMe, and hopefully people can make their way to it and find a way to help you. It's so hard to push forward when you lose so much of what you've worked so hard for, but the fact that all of you are there, all of your pets are accounted for this day and age, it is certainly something to be grateful for as well. Yeah, so great hustle, great work, and we appreciate you speaking to us this morning. The Mumford family with us, Mark, Chelsea, and Honora. Thank you.